I'll go live. I will live. Okay, so we are live. ठीक है, अभी कैमरा ऑफ कर देते हैं. There's no point. Okay, so what I want to discuss today is that we will have a recollection on whatever we have done so far, and then we will go into the new details of what needs to be done. So first thing we need to look at is that wherever we are going or wherever we are coming or whatever we are doing, there is a sense of dissatisfaction. You can't do the same thing again. So there would be either physical dissatisfaction or a mental dissatisfaction, or we will have both. The first thing what we need to notice in everything. But however, what a human being will do is to find a solution for the dissatisfaction. So the solution here is to find an alternatives. So let's say there is a dissatisfaction of going to a place, so I want to change something in that way and compromise. Ultimately, enjoy or suffer or whatever is going to be there. So first thing we need to observe is a deal of dissatisfaction in everything. Just like we eat sweet, you have one sweet and you have another sweet immediately, then another sweet, you will not like it. Same thing with sight. You look at a sight like a movie or something, first time you look at it, second time you don't like it, third time you don't want to watch it. Same thing with sound. You won't like the music, play once, play second time, play third time. Touching, touch once, touch twice, touch thrice. Smell, same thing. So basically none of the senses can give you a complete satisfaction. So there is always dissatisfaction. Thoughts are also same thing. You will not be satisfied with the thoughts because they keep on changing. Depending upon situations, we are having different kinds of ideas, different kinds of thoughts, different kind of opinions, and we have to deal with the same kind of people who will be there. So this is the first thing what we need to identify. Then we identify that, we will come to know the anicca, dukkha, anatta nature. And once we come to know the anicca, dukkha, anatta nature, then we have to start looking at Buddha Dhamma in detail. So the first thing you need to do is to remove dasa akusala, because those things will take to the apaya, to the existences where you don't like to live. As an example, if I'm killing and eating, then certainly I'm making a lot of karma or deeds which will then give the right environment whenever possible to take me into the animal realm of existence. It can be animal, it can be bird, it can be worm, it can be insect, it can be whatever. So depending upon the type of the karma or the deed I'm making, so it gets into karma vipaka. That is the fruit of action. Same thing with stealing. All animals tend to steal and eat because they have to somehow bring in food. So another thing we can observe in humans is that when we become foodie, that is, I start relishing different kinds of food and not knowing what needs to be done with the food, it's quite likely that I might end up being an animal sometime later. So we need to understand something called as Bhava and Jaati. Bhava means the existence in the same realm but with different lives, which is Jaati. That means if my birth is, let us say my lifespan is Ayush is 100 years, the lifespan, then let us say the human birth is 10,000 years. So then every 100 years I'm going to die. It means I'm going to have 100 lives as a human. It depends on my karma and karma vipaka, that is the deeds and the fruits of that action, whatever I've done, kusala or akusala or kiriya, that is without any root of any kind of, that is that you have the akusala as a root and kusala as a root. So alobha, adosa, amoha, that is without greed and without the dvesha, which is nothing but hatredness and delusion, is one root, and with is another root. So depending upon that, the life as a human would take care of the pains on one side and pleasures on the other side. So I would be enjoying both the pain and I'm going to be enjoying the pleasure. So if my karma is very good, then I will be enjoying more pleasure, and if my karma is more of akusala, then my life is filled with pain. It can be bodily pain, it can be mental pain, it can be with relation to the family or friends or job or whatever. So I will be having those pain or pleasure. Okay, so I will be born 100 times as a human till the bhava gets exhausted. If that is my last bhava, let us say right now as I speak, and let's say that this is my last bhava as human, then depending upon the karma vipaka, that is the fruit of action, either I will be born as a deva, or I can be born as a brahma, or I can be reborn as a human, or I can be reborn as a trichakyoni, that is an animal or a whatever form that it should take, or I can be born as a preta, or I can be born into the niraya. So basically why we are getting into Buddha Dhamma is to ensure that the four lokas are closed forever. So that is the benefit of being a Sotapanna. So we need to know what it takes for us to become a Sotapanna. So we have covered that aspect, but once you start reducing the dasa akusala, the 10 immoral deeds, automatically the person starts to break the gati, which is the habits, also called as destiny. So the destiny changes. So the mind does not associate any longer with any kind of bad existences. That means the chittas don't get these bad things coming up. Thus the akusala or the papa, that means sinful, don't come. And the person is able to establish himself or herself, saving himself or herself from a paya without foundation and coming into paya, which is foundation. Okay, this much we have understood. Then once we start looking at these dasa akusala, what we need to do is we need to set up the precepts. So you can do the precepts in two ways. One is that you can have the normal 5 precepts or 8 precepts, or you can create a precept for dasa akusala itself. That is, I can look at panati pata veramani sikkapadam samadhiyami, adinnadana veramani sikkapadam samadhiyami, then kaveshu michachara veramani sikkapadam samadhiyami, musavada veramani sikkapadam samadhiyami. Like that, I will say Pisuna vacha veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Parusa vacha veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Sampapalapa veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Abhiccha veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Vyapada veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Michchaditti veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. So I can create 10 kusala in place of akusala. So what I can do is observe in the whole day. That means I am putting it as a samadhi. Veramani is not to entertain. So I will establish the panatipata, then adinnadana, like that. Once I have done that properly for few days, let's say a week or 2 or 3, to maximum of 8 weeks, if I were to establish it, then the nivarnas, that is the curtains, starts to go away. That is hindrances. So we have kamachanda as one hindrance, vyapada is another hindrance, thinnamida is another hindrance, udacha kukkucha is another hindrance, and visikiccha. And for visikiccha, I am going to now start on the Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, Sanghanusati practice along with the Dasa Akusala. If I do both of them in parallel, then what happens? I get faith in Buddha Dhamma, because of the reason now I can see that Panatipata, Adinnadana, Kameshu Michchachara, these 3 things take me directly to animal existence. Then Musavada will take me to a bad existence even as a human being. Then Parusavacha, Pisunavacha will take me to the Preta world. Then Sampapalapa will literally spoil the spiritual characteristics itself. That means empty blabber. Then Abhijja will take me to a very bad existence wherein I'm a stingy person. Not only stingy, I don't like any other person to have anything other than what I should have had. Okay, so Abhijja. Then Vyapada will really take me to the down, hell. So now I understand that if I were to establish Dasa Akusala, I will go to hell. Instead, I will establish Dasa Kusala. So what I will do is I will establish Dana, Sila and Bhavana. These 3 things using the 10 Kusala. In that way, what happens? It becomes very easy for me now to look at what needs to be achieved. It is, I need to achieve Sotapanna state. So for achieving Sotapanna state, I will try to reduce the number of Kusala, Akusala and bring Kusala. This is what I am going to do. So what I start is I do Dana, giving, then I will do the Patidana, that is transferring of merit to others, then Pattanumodana, rejoicing and accepting or participating in other merits. Then I will look at the Sila, I will establish the Sila, then I will create Apachayana, that is reverence to elders and holy people, Vayyavacha, that is rendering services to others without any expectation. Then I get into Bhavana Meditation, listening to Dhamma, the discourse of Dhamma Savana, teaching Dhamma like what I am doing right now, Dhamma Desana, correcting one's view, especially on Kamma, which is the Dikti Jukamma. So what happens here is that the Dana helps in overcoming one's greed, Sila helps in removing the hatredness, and the Bhavana group will reduce the Moha. In that way, I can establish myself from the apayas and move from a human realm of existence to the Deva realm of existence, because the mind and the body becomes very light And not only that, after the end of the Bhava, Deva Bhava, I will be reborn as a human being. I will never be reborn as an animal or something else. So this is the benefit. So I need to establish this much, plus I need to remove the Visikiccha, skeptical doubt. Skeptical doubt here is, how do I know I have become a Sotapanna? How do I know I have become a Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahat? And really, does it really take me out of the apayas? Is it really true, or is this right one, that right one? Whom should I follow? Whom should I not follow? All these are complicating matters. So what we need to do is, all of us, we need to refer to the Sutta only and don't go by any personal opinion by anyone, including mine. Don't go by that. Go by what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is to find the dukkha, which is dissatisfaction. Once you find dissatisfaction, you next know what to do. You know for sure that if you establish dasa akusala, you're going to go to hell or to a bad existence. If you remove the dasa akusala, you will be going where you should be going. So it's straightforward. So I don't have to go and ask somebody, am I an Anagami, or am I a Sotapanna, or am I still a Sakadagami, or am I Puttujana, or whatever it is. Or look at parmis and say that, oh, I don't have so much of parmi, so I need to donate something to get parmi. That Buddha Dhamma is not transaction based. It is really effort based, not transaction based. So we should not be doing any one of them. We should believe in Buddha Dhamma in terms of Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, Sanghanusati. Now Anusati you need to do. Rather than doubting something, you go by whatever it is said. So itipi, so Bhagava, Arahan, Samma, Sambuddho and all that, you believe in that. Don't believe in any bhante, don't believe in any hearsay, because you need to also refer to Kalama Sutta. So first and foremost you need to understand is, you need to believe in Kalama Sutta, which very clearly says, don't believe in hearsay. Don't believe somebody says that it is the tradition. Like, Mahayana is one tradition, Theravada there's another tradition, this tradition, that tradition. I'm coming from Burmese tradition, I'm coming from Sri Lankan tradition, I'm coming from Indian tradition, I'm coming from Thai tradition or American tradition, this tradition, that tradition. They're okay, but you should apply what the Sutta says. He even says, don't go by what I say, you go by the Dhamma. Dhamma is the only thing you need to do. Don't go by person, which also includes me. Don't follow me, because it's of no good. You are coming with me because I am also following Buddha Dhamma. Simple. If I am not following Buddha Dhamma even for a day, then I am disqualified. As simple as that. So we need to go by that. So whenever we interact with people, whether it is a bhante or a bhikkhu or a bhikkhuni or whoever it is, serving them is very good, but also we need to question them. We need to find out what level they are in and what are they teaching. If they're uncomfortable, fine, it is fine, and we can say that please refer to Kalama Sutta, and due to that reason only I'm asking you. So we need to be bold enough to select the right teacher. We need to bold enough to understand the right teaching, and then, or proper teaching, and then start working. Basic aim is not about Pali, is about Dhamma. So it is in Pali, very good, but that doesn't mean that that is a prerequisite. Okay, if somebody is able to understand Pali and he is able to get it very quickly, that is good. It is his a punya visankhara, so it is very good. But that doesn't mean that only Pali has to be there and all that. No, that is not true. What we require is very simple, is to find dissatisfaction in everything. It's not about anything else. See that everything is dissatisfying. There is no way you can do anything. If it is too much of a heat, it is dissatisfaction. If it is too much of cold, it's a problem. If it is too much of water, it's a problem. If there is no water, it's a problem. Right? So we have all kind of problems. Not that life is a problem. Life is good, but it comes with dissatisfaction. So you cannot say what is going to happen, because it's always viparinama. So the chakku and the sota and the ghana, jivha, kaya and mano, along with rupa, shabda, gandha, rasa and Buddha Dhamma, all of them are having anicca, dukkha, anatta, viparinama. This is what it has totally. So nothing, the 12 of them, chakku ayatana, rupa ayatana, all these ayatanas have the same thing in common. They are viparinama dhamma. Viparinama means changes unexpectedly. I didn't expect this to happen. What should happen? I expected something good sight, good sound, good taste, good touch, good smell to come. In place of that, it has come as bad sight, bad sound, bad taste, bad touch, bad smell and bad thought. That's all what has come. I expected good as per my wish, and it came out to be something different. Now that is what the anicca nature is all about. It arises and passes away, and also it will not be as per one's wish. And since it arises and passes away, there is no permanent thing there. But anicca is not fully impermanent. It is something to do with the nature. The nature of things is to arise and pass away. That means we were a child some time ago. Now you can't become a child. It has passed away. It has arisen and passed away. And I was a youth. Now that arisen has passed away. So we have to see that. So for that you require only the Dhamma. You don't require a person at all. So whether you follow a person or not, it is immaterial. You have to follow the Dhamma and understand the dukkha, anicca, anatta, these three things, and that helps you to understand the paticca samutpada, and that opens up the universe of the Four Noble Truths. When this much is completely understood, the person becomes arhat, and if it is partially understood, then he is in anagami. He is even more partially understood, then he is in sakadagami. If it is just an entry-level person, then the person is sotapanna. That's all what it is. So it is not something very different. So the person knows paticca in and out, and he is able to see all the 12 links. So then the person is an arhat, and he knows how it is coming and how it is going. So he knows both the anuloma and viloma. Till that time the person is learning, sekha. Okay, so that is what it is all about. So this is what we covered in the earlier classes, and today, before I introduce you to that satipatthana in terms of how it should be practiced, I wanted to do that today. But before that, I wanted to give you some insight into these 5 aggregates itself. What do we mean by these 5 aggregates? So first we need to understand that I am talking from a subject called as Vibhanga. It is in Abhidhamma. So I thought it will be good for all of us to practice using and understanding what do we mean by Rupakhanda, what do we mean by Vedana Khanda, what do we mean by Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda and Vijnana Khanda, all these khandhas, what really it means. So what I will do today is I will start with Rupakhanda and we will end the class because it will be heavy. So what you can do is you can think it over tomorrow while you are working in your office or studying or doing whatever you are doing, and when we meet tomorrow we can discuss and then go into each one of the khandhas, so that it becomes a good meditation subject. So when we want to sit for meditation, we can take these, and that will clear out many things for us and helps us to move from Sotapanna to Sakadagami to Anagami, and also Arhat, if we want to get into that. So now let's understand what is this term called as Rupakhanda. So when we say Rupakhanda, what it really means. So whatever we call as Rupa, Rupa is a combination of 8 things. One is the Patavi, one is the Apo, one is the Tejo, one is the Vayu, and Upadaya Rupa derived from these 4, which is Varna, Rasa, Gandha, Oja. These are the 4 Upadaya Rupa, and these are the 4 Rupa, Mahabhuta. Now we need to first understand what is a Mahabhuta. Bhuta means ghost. In the literal form is ghost. What do we mean by ghost is that it takes form, it takes shape, and that's the reason it's called as a ghost. Maha means big. It just comes together, and you can see it every day. How? In the early sun, early morning sun, if the sun is coming, and you can see the particles, and these particles are floating in the air. Only when the sun is there you can see these particles floating, and these are in the dhatu level, but actually you can see them or consider them as bhuta. Now the upadaya rupa means upa-adaya. Upa means higher or keep it near. Daya means is to get it. So it is derived, it is something which you derive from these 4 is color. We can see color everywhere, and in the particles also you can see the color. So Varna, Rasa, so there is sapidity in each one of these particles. Then Gandha, there is smell. In each one of those particles you can smell, but it is so light that you might not feel it. There is no thada. Thada means something hard to touch. So when in the morning sun you cannot touch anything. If you put your hand will not, the particles will sit on your hand, but it is not in a way you can experience anything, because that hard surface is not there. And then Oja, it has the nutrients. So basically this is what is called as Bhuta. Okay, so when we say Bhuta or Yatha Bhuta Jnana, it means you coming into this level of understanding. From a human being, you are able to see that it is just the Mahabhuta coming in contact with consciousness, which is Vijnana. And then you have understood as it is. Yatha Bhuta Jnana. Not as one sees it. You are seeing it as it is. As it is in the sense of Bhuta. So like a ghostly form. What is a ghostly form? It's a light with these objects, these particles, tiny particles, light particles called as photons. And if they come together, it forms a shape. Whatever shape you are seeing, if it becomes gross, that becomes that form. So we were like the Bhuta with consciousness. So that is called as Gandhabha. That is a mental being. That mental being entered into the womb, and as it entered into the womb, it started consuming the egg from it entered through the sperm and it started eating the food. So the grossness started to develop. So if it is coming out of a human, it's called as a human baby. If it is coming out of an elephant, it is called as an elephant baby. If it is coming out of a horse, it is called as horse baby. Like that we can see. So yam kinchi rupam, that is whatever is called as rupa, and it has a very beautiful characteristics. It has atita, past, anagata, future, pachuppanna, which is present. So which is consisting of past, future and present. It has internal and external, ajatham bahidda. Olariko sukhama, gross is olarika and sukhama is subtle. It also has hina and panita. Hina is inferior, panita is superior. Yam dure santike, very near, very far. Dure is far. Santike is near. Then you have this, the form which is getting made to be taken as togetherness. That is, I see my head and the hands and the legs and the torso and all of that as one single entity, when it is not. It is a collection, but I don't see that collection. That is my problem now. And neither I see the collection within me, nor I see the collection outside of me. Outside of me means another body or another kaya, which is a collection. I don't see it as a collection. I see it as ghana. Ghana means condensed. So now I see the body as though it is a person. And that's the problem, what I am in. And this way of seeing that it is complete in every aspect and not seeing it as a part, even though it is a part, is called as Rupakhanda. That is collection. But if I were to hold it as mine, it is called as Upadana, meaning grasping. So when we say Panch Upadana Khanda, what we are talking is holding on to this Rupa, which is separate, like Atita, Anagata, Pachuppanna, Ajjatta, Bahidda, Olarika, Sukhuma, Hina, Panita, Dure, Santike, and taking everything together is what is called as Upadana. But even otherwise, till the Jivitindriya is there, it looks like it is combined. So this is what we are seeing. When we say, I am interacting with so and so person, or I am Vilas, and he is so and so, or she is so and so, or this is so and so, what is that is happening is that I am unnecessarily or necessarily interacting with whom? With the Mahabhuta in a very gross form. Okay. Now we come to first one called as Atita, that is past. It has the following characteristics. First characteristics is it departs. So now you see from our birth, that has departed, that body has departed. Then first day of the birth, that departed. Second day of the birth, that departed. Third day of the birth, like that. Now, every day when we sleep, even before sleep also the body is departing. But actually we can see life. How? When you sleep and wake up, you suddenly see hairs on the body. Nails are growing. Teeth are growing or falling. The bones are growing or bones are getting brittle. Then the sweat is coming or not coming. Then we can look at the feces, urine, food we are eating, and the water. All that is part of this thing called as niruddha. It departs, keeps on departing, moment to moment to moment. So rupas keeps on changing. If I am feeling hungry, it means those rupa which were there sustaining this body is gone. Now that has to be replaced with another set of rupa. Otherwise there is no fuel in the car. So you keep on refueling. So first thing we can understand is it is niruddha. Depart. Then vigata. It gets dissolved. It doesn't ask my permission. Shall I dissolve? Let's say I drink a glass of water. After some time, I go to the bathroom and I urinate. It doesn't take out all the one glass of water, but it will take out whatever it wants. So it is dissolved. It's gone. Then viparinatam. It has unexpected changes. Now what is this unexpected changes? So this unexpected changes is, I'll give you an example. So in the year 2000, or rather till 2002, I had a good amount of hairs on my head. And I started losing hairs. Started losing hairs in a few years, maybe 2.5 years from then. There was no hairs at all. Now this is what is called as viparinatam. That is, the hairs are all gone. Like that, every part of the body. It has this unexpected changes. Then it has attangama. Attangatam is sunset. Literally meaning of that is sunset. Udayanga is arising. Attanga is setting. So just like sunset. So we say we have come to the sunset of age. So above 50 is treated as a sunset age, meaning the body now keeps on shrinking. It doesn't grow back. Then it has a nature of abbattangatam. That is, it moves away without any trace left. So all the rupas will keep on changing without anything to be there. Then it starts to dissolve after arising, called as upajitva vigatam. And we see what is getting departed. It is the 4 rupa and the 4 upadaya rupa. So these are the things which keeps on departing all the time, not only now, all the time. Not only with me, with everyone. Not only that, in every plant, in every animal, in entire nature, in earth or in each planet or whatever it is the same. So there is no way you will find a stable ground or stable foundation. That is for sure. So this one thing we need to really understand on the rupa. Okay. So this is very much required and very much critical to understand that what we are doing and why we are doing. So the Rupakhanda is the first thing that I need to correctly understand and reflect upon. So when I am doing the meditation, I need to meditate on the Rupakhanda. So what I am supposed to do in terms of this Rupakhanda, I need to see that it has past, present, future, forgetting about the Pali words. Then it is internal, external. Then it is also having gross and subtle. It's having inferior, superior. It has far or near. And we take it as complete together with perception that it is there, it will be there, and with a full willful intention of wholeness. And this is what is called as Rupakhanda. Upadana Khanda means I am now binding it, I am now keeping it very near me, and I don't want to let go of it. What is the meaning of that? Let us say I have a wife. I am not willing to let go of it. I have a son. I don't want to let go of it. I have a home. I don't want to let go of it. I have a job. I don't want to let go of it. But all of them are Rupa Khanda. They all have the same problem. Nothing in the past can be brought about because it departs moment to moment. Then it is dissolved. There are unexpected changes that happens. Then it is like a sunset which moves without any trace. It dissolves after arising and can be classified as a group of departed with the four elements and its derived forms. The derived ones are coming out of tanha, craving, that is varna, rasa, gandha, oja is coming out of craving, and the four Pathvi, Apo, Vayo, Tejo is avidya. What avidya? That Mahabhuta information is not there in me, not to experience that. I am not able to experience it. Because I don't have experience, I am in avidya, ignorance. So I don't have the knowledge, wisdom of looking at as yatha bhuta jnana. So the meditation subject, what we need to have is to create or generate the yatha bhuta jnana. So let's conclude for now, because if I go with the atita, anagata and all that, it is even more deeper. So for now, let us stop here so that we finish this and then come back to the Satipatthana, where we had started with Kayagata Sati, and we looked at how to practice with the breath in the earlier class, and then we will include this one and the Satipatthana, how it should be practiced as per the Vibhanga, as per Abhidhamma. So we will go through that, and then we will implement, and let's focus and develop jhanas as per that, which will really help us to relieve ourselves from suffering. Suffering, not real suffering, but out of the dissatisfaction that gets created in every activity we do. Any questions? Otherwise, I would like to end now, and we will meet tomorrow.
Sir, one question.
Yes, go ahead.
They were saying that we are not Sotapanna unless we go to fourth jhana.
Okay, fine.
So I was in confusion there.
Yes, so in any of the sutta, you show me where it says that for Sotapanna you should have jhana.
Yes.
So now, see, I'll tell you, we have to go by the sutta. I again mentioned that don't go by any Bhante or including me. Go by the sutta, because Dhamma is the only thing you have to go. Don't go by people, perception, or whatever explanation they give. Take it, but go by the sutta. The moment anybody says, see, now this, you have two problems. One person will say you are a Sotapanna, you feel happy. Another person says that you are not a Sotapanna, you are unhappy. Now it is like accepting a gift. somebody comes to your home and gives you a gift and you like the gift, so you keep it. Another person comes to your home and gives you a gift which you don't like it, but still you keep it. You should not keep the gift what you like it. You don't have to keep the gift which you don't like it also. Because both of them are giving gift based upon their perception, their sanya. Okay. Now this debate of Sotapanna is there in Myanmar, that is Burma. Same problem you have it in Sri Lanka. Same problem you have it in Thailand. Three of the Theravada, they believe in that. Now you go to Mahayana. That Sikkim person whom you spoke about is from Vajrayana tradition. He will talk something totally different. Okay. Then you meet Japanese. He will talk something different. Then you meet a Chinese. He will talk something different. Then you talk to somebody who is Ambedkarite. They will talk something different. So now the confusion is increased. Earlier the confusion was very less. Now when I speak to so many people, each person will give his own opinion, and if I go to one Lama who is into Theravada, he is into Vajrayana, there is no concept of Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat at all in their tradition. What is there is only Bodhisattva or Bodhisattva. They say you have to practice Prajna Paramita Sutra, Heart Sutra, nothing else, and you will automatically be born where Shuddhavasa. Okay, Amitabha Buddha will help you. Then they bring in a concept of Avalokiteshvara, then this one, then that one. So you go into another thing altogether. Okay, whether it is true, false, I don't know, but that is one tradition. Then you come to the Burmese tradition. In the Burmese tradition, it is only meditation. Without you getting into the jhana, you can never become Sotapanna. You go to Sri Lanka. They say if you get into jhana, you will never become Sotapanna. You should go by desana. Okay. Now you come to Thailand. They say that if you are not in forest meditation center, you will never become Sotapanna. Now whom will you accept? Okay, this is the problem. So you have to resolve within yourself. You can't go to any Bhante or anybody to ask that, okay, Bhante, Namo Buddhaya, tell me whether I am a Sotapanna. He will say you are not a Sotapanna. Now you feel bad. Because all of us want to be Sotapanna because we don't want to be reborn in a bad existence. That's the first thing. But what does Buddha say? You go by Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, Sanghanusati, and the Visikiccha will go away. Without which you cannot become Sotapanna. Then you will get rid of Sila Vitta Paramasa. Then you get rid of Sakkaya Ditti. And for that we have already looked into Chula Vidyala Sutta. Okay, so we have understood. Now we have also taken Rupakhanda means what, Sanya Khanda means what, Sankhara Khanda, all that we have taken. Now we need to practice. Now if we go and ask somebody, I have learnt all of this, am I a Sotapanna? That person will say, I don't know, maybe you are a Sotapanna, I think so. Now you tell me, Bhante, can you see that I am a Sotapanna? That's what I want to ask. He will not reply or she will not reply. They will say, if you're following this tradition, you will definitely become Sotapanna. If you're following some other tradition which I don't know, so you might not become. We are still stuck in the Sotapanna level. We don't even know whether a Sakadagami is possible or Anagami is possible or Arhat is possible. Nothing of that we know. We all are stuck in, I want to become a Sotapanna. So again there is becoming. So Bhava Pachaya Jaati, Jaati Pachaya Jara Marana Soka. That means we don't mind taking another life, but I want to become Sotapanna. So that is the reason I was asking Priti ji ki when you go wherever you are going, you have to ask question. You have to, instead of asking, am I a Sotapanna, you should ask, tell me the step to become Sotapanna. If we don't ask, and we just go and explain to Bhante that, look, I am doing this meditation, I am doing that meditation, I am getting this, I am getting that. If he is doing the same thing, he'll say, very good, continue, you will become whatever. Then he will add something called as paramita. Okay, it is got nothing to do with paramita. Paramita is required to enter into Buddha Dhamma. Nothing to do with whether you will become a Sotapanna or a Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat or whatever it is. That's not required for that. How fast you are going to become a Arhat is dependent on the paramita or the paramis. Okay, how fast you will become a Anagami is also dependent on the parami. But for Sotapanna, it's not like that. If you understand the Dhamma, you are already Sotapanna. Otherwise, nobody will understand Dhamma. Example, if I go and tell my wife, whatever I am teaching you, I tell my wife. If she understands and says, wow, I got it, that means she is Sotapanna. She is not understood anything, she is not Sotapanna. Simple. Okay. So Buddha says, do two things. Yo dhammam pasati, somam pasati. Yo patisamutpadam pasati, so dhammam pasati. You have to go and tell this to that Bhante. Explain to me. 1. 2. You have to also ask him about this idapachayata. That is a formula. Okay, you have to ask that Bhante, tell me idapachayata, how to do it. What is idapachayata? Iti imasmim sati idam hoti, imassa uppada idam uppajjati, iti imasmim asati idam na hoti, imassa nirodha idam nirujjati. He should be now able to explain how you should do it. If that person is able to explain step by step, then he is a good teacher and you will definitely go beyond Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami. But if he doesn't know himself, it will not help you, nor it helps him or her. This is the test. So, Kalama Sutta is the best sutta where you can see, you have to judge the teacher also. Don't blindly follow the teacher. You have to judge the teacher. You have to test the teacher and then accept. Just don't accept because somebody is telling you, saying that this is Buddha Dhamma I am teaching you. No, you shouldn't. Including whatever I am telling you. Don't just take it. You observe, you see whether it is helping you. If it is helping you, do it. Then don't ask anyone if it is helping you. If it is not helping you, then go wherever you want. That's the best thing you can do. But if you ask somebody, when he is not able to, or you are not asked him any question at all, how do we do this? And he is able to explain correctly as per Dhamma, and you have verified it using the Sutta, then you can 100% guarantee yourself that if that person says, I am not a Sotapanna, 100% I am not a Sotapanna. Otherwise, don't go by any tradition. Sri Lankans will say one thing, Burmese will another thing, Thai will say another thing, Tibetans will say another thing, somebody will say another thing. Not that they are all wrong. They have their tradition. We have to respect that tradition. So this is the best thing.
Bhante, in one of the sutta, maybe it's a Mahabhuta sutta, what I remember is you are told that to reach 4 jhana and beyond, you should have removed your kama chanda and vapad.
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yes, see, the thing is like this. Once we start on jhana, after the second jhana, third jhana, the kamachanda vyapada will keep on decreasing. So that's the reason what Buddha says is that vivicchehi kamehi, vivicchehi akusala dhammehi. These two are very important. So you have to have reduced the kama, that is kamehi is kama and vyapada, those two has to get reduced, and then the dasa akusala has to get reduced. If that dasa akusala is there and the kamachanda vyapada is there, fourth jhana is not possible. That doesn't mean that sotapanna doesn't have any lust or anything. He has. That is a separate thing. That is an obstacle for becoming an arhat, or even becoming an anagami. It's an obstacle. So if you want to get into arupa jhanas, then you need to cut that out, cut the kamachanda and vyapada. Then the arupa jhanas can be established easily.
And Bhante, can you just give some practical examples of Rupakhanda? If I am seeing any non-living object, so how I am going to see its Rupakhanda? Like I am seeing a chair, table,
correct. That is one thing I will be talking tomorrow. So we will stop here and we will complete all of these one sections, and then I'll tell you what you should do when you see a person, how you can develop, what you should do when you see a chair or table or whatever it is.
Okay.
So that will be the meditation subject. Preeti ji, you got an answer, convinced or not convinced or?
Convinced.
Okay. See, one thing.
Confusion. We say that we see a light and all that in four jhanas.
Fine, that's okay. Yes.
So these people say that for nimitta you need a light. That is the beginning.
See, I'll tell you what. In the Theravada tradition, one who are following Visuddhi Magga of Buddha Gosha, they go by Kasina.
That's why they search for Kasina.
They go by Nimitta. So they go by earth and water and this and that is another thing. Then in the Theravada tradition itself, there is no Kasina. Okay. Now, if you go to a Bhante who is believing in Kasina, if you talk something else, he will not accept.
Yes, that's so. Yeah.
Okay.
They only need a nimitta, that's all, nothing else.
Yes.
Whatever you telling them, they don't accept. Don't tell that.
Yes.
Tell whether you got a light or not.
Yes.
Otherwise, all whatever experiences you had, you keep it with you. Don't
Correct.
tell us.
Correct.
Tell us only you got light or not.
See,
only one thing.
One thing, if a Bhante is there, he is not supposed to get angry, get upset, get worked up, and also stop the person who is experiencing or sharing his or her experience. But all what happens is they go by tradition, their tradition, whatever the tradition they are following. And if you are following their tradition and if you answer as per their tradition, they like it.
Yes.
If you speak something else you are getting and he has not or she has not experienced it, they will immediately say what you are following is not right.
Don't tell us.
Don't tell us. You do whatever you want, but don't tell us. Right? Which is not right way of dealing. I have seen it. And that is the reason I felt I should search on my own. I should not follow anyone. Because it's not going to lead anywhere. When I went to Sri Lanka, I had asked the same question. And I got different answers. So then I felt, thank you so much. I am on my own. When Buddha has given the sutta, why should I go and ask someone? What's the need? Okay, so that is what it is. So all of you can experience exactly as per sutta. You will experience. That's for sure. It depends on how much time you are putting on that. if you're putting good amount of time, you will definitely get it. It's not that you will never get it. It's a very easy thing, but only problem is that you have to get to one beginning somewhere, and if it starts, you already got it. Don't get into doubt. If you get a doubt, go back to Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, Sanghanusati, go deeper. It will automatically come out. Don't go and
asking why I am getting so much, so high vibrations that my body is shaking so much. So I am afraid. Very heavy jerks. So he said, you do metta to yourself and for Amanusya. And then you will get your problem solved.
there is no problem at all. What is there to solve?
And then I said, then I understood.
Okay.
It is because deep concentration, I am understanding that something is related to that astral body and this physical body is getting some.
What happens here is, this is your physical body, this is astral body. So when you go for deep meditation, it shakes. So your body will shake. Then it aligns. So the spinal cord will align with that spinal cord. So the Gandhabba, this Gandhabba body, physical body, this body, physical, what you're seeing, will be like this. Normally gap is there. So it fits the gap. Once it fits the gap, your energy level will increase. So your body will.
I was experiencing very highly.
Yes.
Then he has no answer. He said, you do metta to yourself and do metta to Amanusya. Then I understood. He is not knowing about this.
It's very simple. Your body, even if you do in Nagpur, you just have to take anyway you have Buddha's idol, you keep the idol and you watch the idol and exactly think you are in Bodh Gaya right now and do it, you will get the same experience. Even in Nagpur, you will get the same experience. So what happens is, you are sitting, your body is here, the Gandhabba is here, it just shakes. It just shakes. So when it shakes, the whole body will shake, and then again it becomes all right. Then after that, suddenly it shakes. It will keep on shaking till it aligns. So once it aligns, your health becomes very good. Okay. This is what Kundalini is all about. Okay. So that is automatic thing. In the Buddha Dhamma, in the second jhana, you automatically get that. So that is the reason he says piti, feel tremendous joy in the second. In the third jhana, you get sukha. In the fourth jhana, you get upekha. Simple. For upekha, you need to have two things removed. First, you need to leave the body. Then you should leave domanasa, somanasa, both have to be removed. You will be in so much of somanasa that you can't give it up. So that's the reason you cannot go to the fourth jhana. If you are able to go to fourth jhana, you will automatically enter into the other 5 jhanas. So in that way, you are reaching anagami state. First 2 jhanas are good enough for you to, even if you die, you will be reborn in the Rupa world, not in Kamaloka. Okay, so don't worry about that. Many people don't know. I can tell you that much. Okay, many Bhantes don't know. I'm not saying they should know, they should not know. They are also learning. They know what they have been taught. So they will go by whatever their teachers have taught. So we can't blame them.
He's not Bhante also. He is a lay person who has found this one NGO, we can say NGO as the Dhamma Mangalam, and he is in contact with many Bhantes from that tradition. That is what called as Navyana, no?
Correct.
They are following that.
Correct.
But I never knew that group. But I just wanted to go to Bodh Gaya. That was my intention.
That's okay. See, that is fine.
I just wanted to go there and just visit once. And I got a chance, and I wanted to engage that chance.
Yeah.
So
See, if you read the books of Ambedkar on Buddha and you read the Sutta, they are totally two different things. Okay, I'm not blaming Ambedkar. I'm not blaming anyone. If you want,
of the Bhantes who are following of monastery, no. Nimitta jhanas.
yes, they are into Nimit. See, entire Burma, including SN Goenka, are into the jhanas. They close the eyes, sit for 8 hours, 10 hours. Simple.
Yes, it's 3 to 4 hours minimum, they say.
Yeah, there is no other way. And if you go and tell this to Sri Lankan, he will say that no, that will never get you anywhere. You are wasting your time. You should listen to Desana. They start the Desana at 5 a.m. in the morning. And this Lasanta used to attend from morning, afternoon, evening and all that. They keep on listening to Desana. If you talk jhana, I went and spoke in that monastery saying that I am having the jhana. He was uncomfortable. He said what you are doing is wrong. Just like what the Bhante told you that what you did not get the nimitta, it is wrong. Same thing this person told me that what you are doing is wrong. Finished. Ended. Meeting ended. Because I spoke about jhana. If I had spoken about the desana, then they would have been very happy. If I go to Thailand, there's a problem. The Thailand people will believe in forest meditation. So Ajam Brahm and all that. So now that tradition is different. If I want...
I think.
What is that?
Ajahn Chah, they are following
Ajahn Chah, Ajahn, all Ajahn traditions, right? So then you need to go to the forest. Because what has happened is...
Mixed up, Ajahn Chah is different and this Nauyana is different.
Everything is different. It's all different.
No, sometimes they say we follow Ajahn Chah and they are taking us to Nimitta.
Fine, you leave it. So don't get too much tensed about it. You leave it.
No, I'm not getting. I just want to clear my this thing.
Leave all of that. See, you went to Bodh Gaya.
God, such a bright light in their whole group. Old people, all they're practicing since 3 months, 8 months, 9 months.
You got it right.
Such a strong nimitta.
You got it right. So it has worked for you. Leave it.
Yes.
Whether somebody accepts, somebody doesn't accept, you leave it. You are happy, that's what is important. Whether some Bhante is happy or not, it's got no concern to you. And I'm telling you, all have their own traditions. They don't want to look even 1 centimeter away from their tradition.
That is the thing, no? So we have to ourselves search for what we are requiring.
No, you are
What we satisfy.
My question is, you have searched me. Why you again want to search? I don't know.
No, I told I wanted to go to Bodh Gaya. That was
Why you went to Bodh Gaya? See, when you went to Bodh Gaya, you know with whom you are going. You will leave that. No, you leave that.
I only get myself.
Yes.
And I was only seriously meditating there, and I I got my intention done.
That is what is required. So the problem is when you go with Bhantes, when a group, they will go by their tradition. Nothing you can do, nothing I can do, nothing anybody can do. Or you should go on your own rather than going with somebody. If you go with somebody, 100% guaranteed. If you talk, they are going to tell you what you are following is not right.
Yes, that is the point.
Okay, all right. So let's end it. It's already 9.
One question.
Yes.
One small question. You talked about Heart Sutra. Isn't there in the
Buddha teaching? No. No. In fact, there is a sutta which
Fragment Sutta, Lotus Sutta, also they
you leave it. See, I'll tell you what. There is one sutta where two Brahmin folks come and ask Buddha, saying that after you depart, the whole thing will go bad, and we are having a lot of grammar knowledge on Sanskrit. Can I translate it? Immediately Buddha says, never do that mistake. And I'm telling you, if anybody translates into Sanskrit, it is called dukkha, meaning offense. It's a greatest offense, not just the smallest offense. He says it will remain in Magdi language only. It cannot be translated into Sanskrit or any language. Simple. There is a sutta. Tomorrow I can share that information with you. So if somebody says, I am having this Praknya Paramita Sutra, sorry, throw it to the dustbin. If you are really Buddhist follower, throw it to dustbin. No, I am not. Then keep it. It will help you. But that is not Buddha Dhamma. And there is nothing called as you will automatically go into Shuddha Vasa and then this Amitabha Buddha will come and take.
What is pure land is only Shuddha Vasa or what?
Yes, pure land Buddhism in Chinese is nothing but Shuddha Vasa.
You will go to Shuddha, pure land, they say.
Yes.
You do this, you go to pure land.
Exactly, you don't have to do anything. You just have to recite this Prajna Paramita Sutra. So they keep on reciting it. Then they keep on reciting Om Mani Padme Hum. They say you keep on doing it, you will go to Shuddha Vasa. No.
And this fellow who was the leader, he said chanting will take you to Brahmalok.
Yeah. Everybody has their own interpretation. They don't go by Sutta. You have to
chanting Sutta only, you will go to Brahmalok. Yeah, Brahma protects you all the time, he said. Yes. He said, if you chant,
no, wait.
Brahma will protect you all the time.
I have sent you that Excel sheet. There you go to Dasuttara Sutta I have sent you. Go to the fifth one. And it says what you should do. Okay? It will tell you what to do. So Dasuttara Sutta is your guide. If you do all that which is indicated in the Dasuttara Sutta, you will become Arhat. Simple. You don't have to go and ask me also, am I Arhat? You yourself will come to know that you are Arhat. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good night, and we'll meet tomorrow. Namo Buddhaya. Very good experience. I told you even before you left, you are going by that whichever Bhante. That's the reason I asked you, go and ask questions. The reason why I told you is that you are going to Bodh Gaya. Unless you accept their tradition, you will be a foreigner. Anyway, you come back, enjoy. Good night. Bye.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.